Well, Kanye West was going off on his Twitter again with a lot of anti-Semitic tweets that he was posting, which he is not shy about. He's done it before, back before Elon Musk became the owner of Twitter. He was actually banned from it, but Elon, we all know how he feels about it. So we're going to be talking about that today because I just recently did a video where I was talking about Kanye West and Bianca at the Grammys. I'm still waiting on the lip reader girlies to let us know what she was saying, but there was this weird moment between the two of them before she took off her fur coat where it looked like she was telling Kanye that she didn't want to do it. And Kanye went on his Twitter and he posted this tweet about me, talking about how he doesn't care about what fat bitches have to say about what his wife did at the Grammys. So I had a little shout out there. Before we get into this video, if you guys would like to check out my Etsy shop where I sell earrings like the ones that I am wearing right here, and I also sell necklaces. It is my merch. This video is sponsored by me, so if you choose to buy something and support this channel, I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. But I have to talk about this because I feel like, even though a lot of the stuff I feel that Kanye does is for attention, I feel like he likes when people are talking about him. He doesn't care if it's bad. He is one of those like arrogant people who thinks that everything he does is amazing and he's just the greatest person on earth. I mean, it's honestly a bit disturbing how delusional he is. But then again, he may be one of those people that thinks the more he says it, the more it'll happen, even though it's having literally the polar opposite effect of that. But I mean, he's getting on there talking about how everybody wants his wife and he makes the greatest music in the world. And, you know, he just thinks he's amazing. It really reminds me of this clip right here.
Don't talk to, I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
I am the king.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
I mean, it's kind of the same vibe. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of these tweets are so bad and use words I cannot use here. If you, number one, if you cuss repeatedly on YouTube, you will lose ads. And I don't say certain words he's saying in here at all, period. So I'm not going to be able to read some of them in full, but we're going to go ahead and go over a few of them. In this one, he says, I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke feminist stuff. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to any of you dumb broke bitches? One of the things about some people, some billionaire men I've noticed is that their money to them gives them their confidence. It gives them their, you know, they think that they're amazing because they have all this money and their shit don't stink and everybody wants them and everybody wants to be them. I would truly rather be in my position financially than be like that. Like, I would never choose money over being this way and speaking like this the way that he did in these tweets. I don't think any of us would. But anyway, if you're literally saying, I have control over my wife, I control her. He actually admits to it, to controlling her, which is disgusting and really disturbing. He says, people say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do nothing. Even though she shakes her head multiple times, looks visibly uncomfortable, and appears to mouth, I don't want to do it. He says, she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval. And then he goes on to insult people who were disturbed by it. So he's then saying, like, if he didn't allow her to do that, she wouldn't have been able to do it. So he's admitting that he controls her and controls what she does, which is so disturbing. Like, if she wants to show her body on her own free time and be like a free woman who makes her own decisions, she's not allowed to do that. He has to allow her to do that because he controls her and controls her decisions, controls what she wears, controls what she doesn't wear. He also says, I have no respect or empathy for anyone living. That's also saying that you don't have respect or empathy for your wife. That's literally what because he's in this, he's talking about his wife and the backlash that his wife and him have received from, you know, her removing her coat. I just have this feeling that whenever he did that, he thought that everybody was just going to be talking about her and like her body. And I feel like he likes to like flaunt her out there because it makes him feel good about himself that he's with her, and hearing what people think about her, whether it be good or bad, makes him feel good about himself. I don't think that he thought that as many people were going to be coming out and saying like, is she okay? Is he forcing her to do this? as they did, to the point where he then has to address it. But in him addressing it, he admits to controlling her decisions. He claims that she wanted to do this, but he does also say, yes, I control her, which is very concerning. And then he proceeds to go on and say, you know, my wife was nude for 2 years and nobody said anything, this, that, and the other. But it is concerning if you are controlling her and forcing her to do certain things, because men will see somebody that they find visually appealing, and then they will take them and then control their entire life and identity and destroy them as a person. So even if she was free before, she's not free now if she's now with someone who is admitting that they, you know, control her. He's talking about Hitler and saying like Hitler was so fresh, and it's just like, what world are we living in? Can't even read these. They're so bad. And then he's also going on saying that like positive or negative opinions don't mean anything to him, but then he proceeds to like post like dozens of tweets about them and how they don't mean anything, which is usually an indicator that what you're saying is actually meaning a lot and it's affecting somebody deeply. Because whenever I'm indifferent, you're not gonna hear anything from me about it. Like if I feel just like indifference or like exhausted by a situation, I'm not going to waste my time talking about it. I'm not going to waste my breath unless I'm absolutely forced to. Like, I'm just not going to. But if you're getting on there and you're willingly posting, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what people say about me. It's like, oh, really? The reason why I'm not going into more detail about the tweets that he posted about Hitler and Jews and just the awful things that he said is because they're so bad. I don't want to utter them out of my mouth, but you can search them up on Reddit and read them. I don't use Twitter anymore. I used to love it back in the day, like 2018. Twitter used to be so fun. Like I met so many, you know, awesome people on Twitter. Like if you are from my Twitter and you're watching, like, oh, I miss those days. It used to be so much fun to just get on there and just to post things for fun and just talk to your friends and post selfies or, you know, pictures of things that you're doing and just post funny tweets. But now it's become something entirely different to the point where I deleted it. And it's just unfortunate because I just feel like people just love to ruin good things and they'll never stop ruining good things. And it's so unfortunate. Anyways, all of that to say that the stuff that he was writing about that was so disturbing and so messed up. This isn't the first time he did it again. He was banned for doing it before. This is why I don't support him. I don't listen to his music. Yeah, he's got some good songs, but I mean, so does so many other people that don't think and feel that way. So I'm not gonna, you know, give it my time of day. But it's just disturbing. He says, I'm a user. I only have people around me that are useful. If you can't be used, then you're useless. This also comes back to his wife, mind you. I don't think there's a whole lot of great people in his life. But I would be very concerned for his children and also his wife. Even if she's willingly there, it's still really disturbing because I feel like to submit yourself to a man who views people like this and speaks this way, you can't have a whole lot of love for yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you're gonna let somebody talk down to you and treat you poorly. And I feel like this is just a very disturbing situation, to say the least. You know, he was even showing support to Puff Daddy. That is a whole other disturbing thing, that he would ever even think to show support to him with all of the stuff that's coming out about him. That is just so disturbing to me. And then him admitting to like using people, like, this is just a bad person. All of this to say, this is just a very, very bad person. And I don't care about what's going on with him. I care about, are his children allowed to see him? Because I sure as hell hope not. I really hope, and I will look it up before I finish this video, I really hope that he doesn't have visitation with his kids, because somebody like that, they're not safe in his care. He says, if you see anyone around me, know that they are providing a service. Friends are for kids. So he's saying, I don't even have friends. Anybody that is around me is doing something for me. Like, this is just, he's just one of the worst people that I've ever heard of. This is just a bad person, and people who like this and support this are bad people. Like, nobody is gonna listen to this stuff and think, oh wow, you know what, like, that's a hit tweet. Like, he really did something with that. Like, I'm here for everything he said. And be somebody who's, like, treating the people in their life respectfully and with love and care. Any man that's married and has a wife, he's obviously not treating his wife very well if he's supporting something like this. I mean, and these have a lot of likes, tens of thousands of likes. Here's another one that he said about his wife. He said, anyone who called my wife's Grammy look a stunt is dumb and lame. Yes, she's been dressing naked for 2 years. Now all of a sudden it's a stunt. I mean, it literally was. Like, there's interviews, or they're not even interviews, but people are trying to ask him questions. He's like, hold on. I'm trying to think, or whatever it is that he says. Like, just wait, we're about to do something. Like, I'm sorry, it takes literally no freaking effort to walk out on a red carpet and take a jacket off. That act in itself, and him just standing there, that takes no effort. That's not art. That's just like, what are you doing? I feel like I'm talking so much shit in this video that if something happens to me, you know who did it. Honestly, it kind of freaks me out because this is just next level unhinged. Hopefully this video doesn't get a lot of views so they don't see it. Before I end the video, if you guys would like to check out my Etsy and get yourself some earrings, there are 4 left that I have made, and I am going to be posting some more as soon as they're sold out. So if you guys would like to check them out, and I also have necklaces over there, and if you guys would like to join my TikTok and follow me over there, that would also be great. But that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you soon for another one.